Well, today we are back in Ankeny at the wonderful community, Prairie Trail. Haven't been out here since home show. And with me, we have project director out here, the gal who knows everything about Prairie Trail, Ashley Johnson. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We haven't seen you for a while. Things been busy, haven't they?
They have been very busy.
Yeah, we've got some new things. So I want to talk about kind of some of the activity in the community before we talk about houses, okay?
Yeah, we've had some exciting developments at Prairie Trail since we were probably on last, including some new purchase agreements signed with Ankeny Community School District.
Good for you.
Beyond having the 70-acre high school campus out here, we just have learned that we're going to have a middle school site and an elementary school site.
Wow.
And, the most exciting thing is the elementary site will be located just behind our Precedence at Prairie Trail, our first residential neighborhood, and located right next to the new City Aquatic Center. So the timing on the Aquatic Center is they're going to get started building next year and open in June of 2010.
Oh,
so
wow. What about
right
the schools? Do we know when those will be up?
You know, they're still working on a timeline for that. So we know that they're going to target for the high school a fall of 2011 opening date. So we'll see on the other two sites as that timeline develops.
So, I mean, it really sounds like the community is just starting to come together here, Ashley. Isn't that fun?
It's so much fun. You know, we have a new office user coming in. Iowa Soybean Association had their groundbreaking in July. So we've got about 75 new jobs coming to Ankeny. And, you know, we've got the FFA Enrichment Center. There's a hotel site over there. So there's so many things going on.
So it's going to kind of snowball, I think, here too. It's everything kind of, and obviously you've got new streets, and I've been seeing new landscaping, and I mean the whole project is really just changing overnight out here.
Probably my most exciting thing is that they finally closed the drain on our lake. So Vintage Business Park now has the beautiful lake in, and so the landscaping is going in around there, but it has water in it.
Perfect. Well, let's talk a little bit about houses, because again, we were out here a lot early in the summer looking at all the beautiful homes for Home Show Expo, and you guys have kind of got a little twist on something here. We're going to have Prairie Trail is open here starting September, October, and November. Tell me about this.
Yeah, it's a chance to come out and see all those houses that maybe weren't in the Home Show Expo. Some of them that were, but definitely kind of a more toned down version of the expo. But you get a chance to not only tour all 12 of the homes that are out here and open and serving as models, but you'll also be able to meet the builders and the agents, learn more about the development. So we're going to do that the first and third Sunday of every month, starting September, October, and November.
Very good. Obviously, we're sitting here in your beautiful model. Is the model here going to be open as well? Can people stop here?
Yeah, this is, our model serves as our visitor center. So this is kind of the hub where you can learn all the information about Prairie Trail itself. And then from here, you can kind of, you know, take and go out and see all the different houses. We've got houses in price ranges, anything from, you know, the 200s on up. So there is really something for everyone here.
Wow, excellent. And again, it's nice to be able to see all these houses, and it's nice that the builders are going to be here too, that you have a chance to talk to those guys a little bit.
You know, it's so important because it's a custom build neighborhood. It's really important. You're not going to walk in here and find that I have 5 floor plans to show you. We're not a cookie cutter neighborhood. So it's important for people to really build that relationship with the builders. So it's, you know, we have wonderful, well-respected builders have been long-time, you know, pillars of this community, and so it's a nice chance for people to have access to them and get to meet them.
Yeah, and I think the variety is nice too, just the different price ranges and the styles and everything. So, and I know that we don't have complete details on this yet, but we're going to give people an even better reason to come out here, aren't we?
Sure, and we can talk about this in a couple of weeks. We'll be back on your show, but sounds like we might be giving away a car.
Ooh, so I might get to register to win when you get out here a little bit, huh? Okay. Well, I want to know more about that when we see you in a couple of weeks then, okay?
We'll have all those details.
One of the other things that I don't think we probably talk about enough is Dennis and Sue Albaugh are very committed to the community and giving back to the community. And one of the things that they have been very, very involved with is a scholarship program that ties very much to Prairie Trail.
Yeah, it's actually called the Prairie Trail Scholarship Fund, and it's the only community in the nation actually that has this type of setup. But there were covenants put on the land, and it creates a kind of a self-sustaining scholarship fund. So 0.5% of every sale out here, and we put the covenants on before we sold anything. So as we generate that, goes into this big fund for kids to use towards their college education. So residents at Prairie Trail will be eligible for up to $10,000 per child. It's not per household, it's per child. They apply for the scholarship Scholarship, and so all that time that maybe you would have been saving,
Yeah.
or tuition increases, it's just a little help to kind of really create that sense of community out here.
Exactly.
So.
And where can the kids go to school? Does it in Iowa? Does it make any difference?
There aren't any restrictions. It can be used, trade school, community college,
Excellent.
state school, private school. Preference are given to kids that stay in the state of Iowa. Obviously, we want to keep community dollars within the community, but all in all, you can use them anywhere across the nation, and you can use it for any type of school. So there's not very many limitations, and right now, I guess our only problem is we don't have enough kids to give the dollars to.
There you go. We want more families moving in, don't we?
Out here, yeah.
Which gets us back to Prairie Trail is open, and that's really what we want people to kind of think about here. First and third Sundays, is that right?
First and third Sundays of every month from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
And like I said, all 12 of the models will be open, and our visitor center as well.
Perfect, very good. And again, I always think it's a good place to start right here at the visitor center. Maybe talk to you guys a little bit. Check out the plat maps, check out the topo map out here and some things like that. Pick up some information, but then they can kind of cruise around the project, right?
Yeah, this is a kind of a real nice place to gather all that information, learn about the lifestyle.
Exactly.
So.
And the only thing we didn't talk about is how do you get to Prairie Trail? So we better tell people that. How's that?
Well, you can come up, I-35 and get off on the Ore Labor exit and take it to State Street, or State Street is also 2nd Avenue, so you can come straight up 2nd Avenue. Okay. And the visitor center is a half mile north of Ore Labor.
Right there, cannot miss it.
Nope, certainly can't.
Very good. It's always fun to come to Prairie Trail. Always lots going on out here, and I know that's going to continue on. And we'll see you in another couple of weeks here and find out about the big prize out here, okay? All right, thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.
We'll be back.